On this video, I'm going to share with you the step-by-step process on how I took $660 and turned it into over $5,000. It's a 4-step process. I'm going to show you what I did, how I did it, so by the end of this video, you can finally feel like you have a system and a process to go out there and achieve similar results. So if you're down with that, stick around for the rest of this video. Hey, what's up my friends? Nick Rapkless here and welcome to today's video. I'm excited for you to be here. These results obviously speak for themselves and I'm excited about it, and I just really want to share with you the whole process on how I turned $660 into over $5,000. I'm going to show you the 4-step process on how to do this so that you can understand it first and foremost, and then hopefully go out there and implement it. That's the most important part. Obviously, if you don't go out there and implement, there's nothing that I can really help you out with that, but I'm going to give you all the resources. I'm going to help you understand this stuff so that you have the ability to go out there and implement this stuff. So I'm going to be very transparent on this video. You know, if you've been around this channel for any period of time, you know that I'm quite transparent, probably overly transparent at times, but I just think there's a void on the internet where people are just hiding so much stuff, and I don't want to be that person. I love just really sharing the goods and sharing with you what actually works. Okay, so I'm going to share with you everything here. If you guys do vibe with that and you appreciate that, make sure and leave some comments down below. Let me know that you appreciate that. Give me some love. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and then also share this with some friends for people that are interested in this type of stuff. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into this. Obviously, you probably want to see a little bit of proof here. Here's just a little bit of the sales here. Right here, you can see big ones came from like the $2,500 sales. So like 2 of those equates into well over, or just that right there. Excuse me, I'm kind of stuttering. That right there is over $5,000, or that is $5,000, and then a few other sales here and there. But I'll show you some more detailed tracking, and then I'm also going to show you here is that this is the spend where we had here $658.21. Okay, so those are just kind of the numbers, just to obviously prove that I am actually doing this, because I know a lot of people they act like they're doing stuff, but they're not really. Okay, so let's get into this. Let's just jump in. I'm not going to waste any time. Yeah, let's just jump in. So the first thing that you need in order to achieve these type of results, the most important part, just all these are incredibly important, but it all starts with this. Okay, and it's a high ticket offer and a good sales process. So if there's any confusion, I mean, I didn't directly say it here, but in order to make this type of money is that you have to sell something. Okay, at least that's how I did it. Okay, that's the only thing I'm going to teach them. You have to sell something. You have to have a business, or you have to be an affiliate of a business. Okay, whether you're selling someone else's product, so like an affiliate is selling someone else's product, or you own your product. Okay, so in this case, I will show you everything. I'll show you the example that I used here in a second, and I'm also gonna leave a bunch of different resources down below. In fact, if you do want resources, just comment resources down in the video description or the comments, and I'll make sure and get you all the resources that I'm going to be talking about throughout this video. But ultimately, that's what it comes down to, is you need to be selling something, whether that's your product or you're an affiliate, meaning you're just selling someone else's product. Okay, but the key is that it has to be something that is a high ticket offer, meaning it's not going to be like a $5 ebook or a $47 video program. Okay, as you guys probably noticed, the big numbers came from these big numbers, right? Yeah, $2,500 sale. That's where the majority of these numbers came from. Okay, so I'm not selling something for $5 or $47 or even $97. There's a time and a place for that, but if you really want to make these big bucks and help a lot of people and just experience these type of results, is you have to be selling something for a high dollar amount. Okay, and that's what we call high ticket, meaning anywhere from, I would say there's a lot of different ways on how people call high ticket. I think it can be anywhere. Typically it's more than $1,000. Sometimes people can do $500, still kind of call that high ticket, but I would recommend at least $1,000. And again, I'm going to be showing you the actual example that I used. Okay, so at least $1,000 or at least $1,000 commission. You can go, like I said, down to like $500, but that's not really high ticket. So, and what I honestly recommend is I recommend info courses where you're not actually selling something like a bed frame or a TV or something like a physical product, but you're selling an informational product. So something that is teaching somebody something. And typically these are like video courses, or they can be like coaching programs. I don't even know how to describe that. But ultimately it comes down to like e-learning and teaching people stuff. Okay. In my case, I teach people about business. I teach people about social media marketing. I teach people about how to use the internet to make money. Okay. That's the type of stuff that I teach people. It could be anything. It could be you teaching fitness. It could be you teaching cooking. It could be you teaching weight loss. It could be you teaching gardening for all those. But it has to be something that you're teaching someone. And ultimately, what also, I don't even know what these drawings are meaning anymore, but you have to have a good sales process. And one of the easiest and best ways that you can do that is over the phone. But again, I'm going to show you exactly how I did this and everything. But just understand that it has to be a high ticket offer and a good sales process. Okay. But if you don't have these type of things, don't worry. I'm going to kind of introduce you to some stuff later, but just understand that like if you are an info marketer, then you need to be charging a good amount, your high ticket, and then you need to have a way to actually close people down. And again, one of the best ways to do that is through the phone, okay, on the phone, because that's where you can sell high ticket, but you can also handle objections and learn more about people and understand if your program is going to be a right fit for them, okay? So that's the high ticket offer. Again, I'm going to get into all the details of the high ticket offer that I was promoting, but let's get into number 2 here, okay? And that is a funnel. So let me open up another one here. And this isn't the first time I've ever talked about a funnel, but I'm going to get into exactly my funnel. Okay, this is the funnel that I used right here. So if you would like to get access to this entire funnel, or just so you can take a look at it, comment funnel or resources down below, and then I'll get them to you, like I said before. Okay, but let's talk about a funnel. So we have our high ticket offer. Okay, this is like, let's sale right here, let's say. Okay, this is where someone actually purchases and buys your high ticket offer, right? So how do we get them to right here? Well, it all starts with your funnel. And a lot of people, there's a lot of variations of a funnel. There's different ways I'm going about a funnel, but I'm going to show you actually how I use my funnel, and I'm going to give you the example as well. Okay, so a funnel is really just a way to kind of siphon people down through something to get them to the sales process right here. Okay, so first off, we have what's called an opt-in page, where it just collects their email address. Okay, and then it's taking them to a video. Okay, usually like a thank you page video that just kind of explains a few things. And then we also have what's called a lead magnet video, which is actually the video that they will be opting in for. And then everything leads here, okay, to the sale. So again, I'm going to give you examples here in a second. So that's kind of like the baseline funnel. Okay, now here, the reason that we have them opt in is because it does two things. It collects their email address, okay, and then it'll send them to this video training here. And there's a video right here. Okay, again, I'm going to be showing you exactly what this looks like here in a second. So the reason we want to collect their email address is because then we can continue to follow up with them, because, you know, people will come through this process and, you know, some people will purchase right away, some people won't, and that's why we need to continue to follow up with them. Okay, we have to keep on following up with them, keep on sending them to offers, because that's what it takes to really make sales, is a consistent follow-up. Okay, and then on top of that, another part of the funnel is your content or your ad that goes directly to this page. Okay, so this is oftentimes a video as well, and I'm going to show you what video I used as well. Okay, so there's an ad, there's an opt-in page, there's a thank you page, there's an email follow-up, there's the lead magnet, and then eventually getting everyone to this sales process. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick. So here's the ad that I used. Okay, It's just a quick ad. And again, I talk a lot about on a previous video, I talked about the actual script that I use. You can watch that video right here if you have not already watched it, but it starts with an ad. Okay, so that is this part right here. Got my video ad, and I use YouTube ads for this particular case. Okay, now the video opt-in page, or just the opt-in page. This is my opt-in page. Okay, and you know, I always change up my copy, but I'm giving away something for free in exchange for their email address. Okay, so they click on this and they have to enter their email address to actually be sent into the funnel. Okay, it's a very simple page. It's not complicated whatsoever, but it just promises them something, and then they have to opt in, give their email address to get access. Okay, once they do, so that's this process, this part right here, and then this one right here is this video. So I made this after they opt in. They're added to my email list, and they'll be sent the free video that I promised them via email, and that's what I explain on this video. So I say, hey, your free video training has been sent directly to your email inbox. Before you go check that, I will just have a quick video for you. So this explains the video, and then I talk a little bit about it, and I talk about my story. I talk a little bit about everything. Again, if you guys want access to this type of stuff, just put resources down in the comments, and I'll make sure you get all this stuff. And then I also have an opportunity for them to click on this button, and it'll take them over to a sales process. Okay, boom, there's a sales video, and then it kind of takes them down the rest of the funnel. So this is my proven sales process, and it all comes down to selling the stuff, and then obviously that's when I make the big commissions. Okay, so I just showed you the ad, the opt-in page, the thank you page, and then it sent them down to this actual sales process. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to show you real quick. Oops, there it is. So this is here. This is the video that I promised them, the video that they actually opted in for. That's this video. I actually take them, it's a 22-minute video. It explains the whole process on how I went from $0 to $10,000 per month, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then they watch the video. It gives them a lot of value. They can take that value and go implement it and go have results if they go implement that stuff. And then I also give them an opportunity to click on this video, this button again, and come back over to my sales process. Okay, so everything from start to finish, everything is giving value. I should put a V there for everything is giving value, but it's also leading them down to a sales process. Okay, and so they have an opportunity to purchase, and then after they purchase the first, like it's kind of like a value ladder where they have an opportunity to purchase something for a small dollar amount, and then it leads up to big dollar amounts like the $2,500 level. So more people will purchase this, and then less people will purchase this, but obviously people that purchase this, it equals a larger dollar amount. So that's kind of the process in terms of a funnel. So we've understood that. Okay, so now let's get into step 3, and that is traffic. And I've already kind of drawn this out a little bit, but we have, some people might just call this kind of the funnel right here, like everything. This is the funnel. Okay, so now we need to get people into this. Okay, because we know that if we send a certain amount of people into this system, this funnel, then money is going to pop out the other side. And I'm going to share exactly all my numbers and everything here in a second, which is a big key to this whole thing. But here is the traffic part of everything, where we just have to get more people sent to this process, because we know if we get a good amount of people sent to this process, a bunch of money is going to pop out the other side, just as we've proven throughout this entire video. Okay, so what I have been using is YouTube ads. Let's put YT ads. So you can see right here, this video, it's not even a listed video. It's not on my channel. No one can actually access it unless I run it as an ad, and it's gotten over 14,000 views. Okay, I've just paid for those views. So that's kind of what this is all about here. Where it is. So I knew that this was working. So then I just started increasing the budget, and I spent $658 because I knew that was going to pop out a good amount of money on the back end. I mean, technically, a 5x return in terms of sales, right? So that's all it comes down to. I mean, I've made plenty of videos on this particular channel that's all about YouTube ads. So if you have not watched any of those, you can watch these videos. You can go check them out and learn more about that, because that's a whole video in itself. But really, like, you have to have some type of traffic generation, whether that's YouTube ads, whether that's you're just creating content, whether that's you're running Facebook ads. You just have to get more people into your funnel now that you know that you have a funnel set up, and then you have a high ticket offer and a proven sales process. Okay, so yeah, you have to get people. If you're not getting people to all this, then like, there's no way that you can actually have results with this, right? It just makes sense. Okay, so now I want to talk about, probably, like, this stuff's all great and you need this stuff, but honestly, this fourth step I think is what so many people are missing. Okay, and that is detailed tracking. Okay, a lot of people set this type of stuff up, and then they have a funnel, and then they're getting traffic, but then they're like, oh, I ran it for a little while and I didn't see any results. Okay, I didn't see any results and I don't know why. Okay, well, this part is really knowing how and why. Okay, and this is the detailed tracking. Okay, so you may have seen this tracking sheet that I've made on a couple other videos, just to kind of help you understand this type of stuff. But I am tracking literally everything. Okay, everything. I'm tracking my ad spend. I'm tracking my views, my view rate, my link clicks, my leads, if they got to the sales page, if they got to the order form, if they actually did purchase, what were my commissions, stuff like that. Okay, so this is very important, because, and this doesn't matter if you're running YouTube ads, it doesn't matter if you're just doing content. You want to be tracking all this kind of stuff because you want to make sure that your numbers are lining up and it's making sense. Okay, so you can see here, like, I spent right around $660, just like I said. You know, I was spending anywhere from like $25 to like sometimes like $82. And I knew, and I even made a video. I made this video a while back, forget how long back, but I was making kind of like a prelim video, and I was saying, hey, like, I've lost money on this campaign, but I wasn't concerned with that, because I knew that eventually it would become profitable because of the fact that I had a high ticket offer in place, and I'll explain that here a little bit more. So I was spending like $25, $80, $80, $60, and I really wasn't making much money. But then here I started making a little bit of money. So $32 here, $8 here, $3 here, $32 here, $124. And so, like, I got here and I made about $250, but I had spent like $660. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, in my mind, I'm like, oh crap, I'm down $400, but I knew that these big sales were going to come through. Okay, and what I want to share with you now is that on this particular campaign, I'm promoting a program that is not my own. Okay, I was promoting an affiliate offer, but again, it doesn't really matter. It's just the only difference is that I only get a percentage of the sales as opposed to the full sale. So when I made a $2,500 sale, I got $1,000 commission. $1,000 commission for a $2,500 sale. And I typically got about 40%. So yes, my commissions were $2,215, but again, like we talked about, my actual sales was over $5,000 class. In fact, it was close to $5,500, I believe. So if we do this, 5,500 times 0.4, and yeah, 2,200, which, you know, just a little less. So I generated over $5,500 in sales, right? So if I would have been promoting my own stuff, if I would have been selling my own stuff, obviously the return would have been a little bit better, but there would have been a little bit more of work on my end in terms of doing the sales process. With the program that I was selling, they took care of really the sales process, which is kind of nice. You know, it starts with this video where they purchase something, and then they have other products on the back end. Okay, so again, it doesn't really matter which route you go. It's just, you know, your profit margins are going to be a little bit higher if you are selling your own stuff. Okay, if you want to sell somebody else's thing, that's great, but again, you have to make sure that it is a high ticket offer where they have stuff to purchase for high dollars amount. Otherwise, you know, really, like, looking back at this, if I didn't have an opportunity for them to purchase a big ticket item like a $2,500 program, I would have lost money. I would have lost like $400 because I spent $660 and I only made right here like $215. But then after they go through the process, they learn stuff, they get acquainted with our program, and then we have other products for them to purchase if they decide it's a right fit for them. And boom, there we go. My ROI just went up. My ROI just shot up dramatically. Okay. So that is definitely the key. You have to really have a detailed tracking, and you have to understand that there's a process to this. Okay. You're not going to spend like $200 and then all of a sudden, boom, you get $2,000 in commissions. Like, it takes a little while for them to go through the process. Obviously, it kind of depends on what the sales process is like and all that kind of stuff. But this is everything, guys. Like, I'm sharing with you every little detail that went into it, so you can see you need a high ticket offer. You need to sell something. Oops, I don't like that. You need to sell something for a high dollar amount, and then you have to have a good sales process. And like we talked about, like, you can have it can be your own product. And again, I recommend info products because then there's no overhead. It's just training, and you can do coaching as well, or you can be an affiliate, just like I did. Okay, I have my own products. I have affiliate products. This particular campaign was an affiliate product because I like the product and I like the fact that it's a high ticket offer. If it wasn't a high ticket offer, it wouldn't have made sense for me to advertise it. Okay. And really, if you're going to do any type of paid advertising, it has to be high ticket, because otherwise you're just not going to make your money back, which, obviously just doesn't make sense. When you do have an offer, whether that's your own or you are an affiliate, then you have to have a funnel that kind of leads people from the start to the sales process. And then you need traffic. Once you have your funnel set up, you need to have a way to get even more people through the funnel so that they can get to the sales process and purchase your high ticket offer. And then you have to be very strategic on your tracking. You can't just go into this blindly. If you go in this blindly and you just spend a little bit of money, or you just take a few little actions and then you say, hey, this isn't working, I don't know why it's not working. Well, why? Okay. If once you have tracking, you're like, okay, well, I know that, I'm getting views to my video because I'm spending money. Okay, that's the first step. Cool. Now I would look at, okay, am I getting link clicks? Awesome. I got link clicks for 78 cents. Boom. Let's go. Okay, so if my clicks were like $2, then I would know, oh, there's a problem there. I have to do something on my ad to make it a little bit better so that my clicks are a little bit lower. But the fact that I have clicks, I'm getting them for pretty cheap. Now I look at the next thing. I'm getting leads. Okay, $1.94 per lead. Okay, I know that I'm getting results with that. If it was costing me $5 to get a lead, I knew that something was wrong on my landing page. If people weren't opting in here, I knew I had to fix something here. But I knew that it was working. It was $1.94 opposed to something like $5. Then I know people are getting to this. They're getting to the next step. They're clicking this video. That's what this signifies. They're actually clicking this video. They go to the sales page. I know people are getting to the order form. I know people are getting sales. Okay, it was costing me like $50 to get a front end sale. So that's kind of the numbers I was going after. If it was taking me like $200 to get a sale, then maybe that might not have made sense, and I know that's where my hole is. But every step of the process, I know where my holes potentially could be, and if something's not lining up, then I need to kind of go back over my funnel and make sure that things are working. But I wouldn't have known that if I didn't have any detailed tracking in place. Okay, guys, so that is the rundown. Just to recap real quick, you have to have a high ticket offer and a good sales process. You have to have a funnel, you have to have traffic, and then you have to have detailed tracking. If you don't have all of those, then you are really fighting an uphill battle. Okay, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you would like to learn more about the particular offer that I was promoting, or you would like to learn a little bit more about my coaching, how I take people and really help them through this 4-step process and keep them accountable and help them hone in on their offer, their funnel, their traffic, their detailed tracking, all that kind of stuff. Again, leave me down a comment down below. I might have a link down below as well where you can actually schedule a call with me. I haven't quite opened that up just yet, but yeah, if you guys are interested in that, let me know. Either send me a message on Instagram or leave a comment down below, and then we can definitely talk a little bit more about this. But that is the rundown, guys. I appreciate you being here with me and just taking some time out of your day to watch this video. Hopefully I gave you a crazy amount of value that you can go out there and take action on. Okay, make sure and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.